Good afternoon and welcome. Glad you could join us today. Let's get started talking about the Consumer Electronics Show Part 2 for 2025 and GoFor Lunch for January 21st, 2025, brought to you by GoFor Technology. I'm Roger Harmon, your host, and we're here as always to make your technology work for you. Today is International Mariachi Day. And of course, here in Tucson, we have the International Mariachi Conference, which has been going on since 1982. And this year, it will be April 23rd through the 27th. If you'd like more information, here is a QR code that you could scan with your iPhone and get to their website, which is tucsonmariachi.org. But as you can see here, they have several days of wonderful presentations helping you immerse into the mariachi culture, which is such a great part of Tucson. So happy International Mariachi Day. Well, we're back here talking about the Consumer Electronics Show put on by the Consumer Technology Association in Las Vegas. It covers several venues, and it's probably not possible to see everything during the days that it is available in the first week of January. So I tried to find some devices that were Apple specific, and frankly, except for maybe iPhone cases and different charging devices, I wasn't able to find much of anything that was new and interesting. But here's something that is new and interesting. It is a charger that has retractable cables. So this one has a 67 watt output and two 32-inch USB-C cables. So you can see here they are fully retracted, so you don't have the, especially when you're traveling, you don't have the cables to mess with. And you also have a third way to charge with a USB-C port right here. And those are going to be available in April for about $70. And the brand is Basis. The links for these will be in the description below sometime later today. Now, if we go into your car, we also have a Basis charger with retractable cables. And this one has two 31-inch USB-C cables. And then there is a USB-A. And on the other side, there is a USB-C. So you can charge 4 devices in your car. So when you're on a outing with family or friends, everybody will be able to charge their devices. And this one has a lot higher output, 240 watts total, with 105 watts maximum per port. So you could actually charge a MacBook Air with this. And it's also available in April for about $45. So here we have an interesting device. What is that? Well, it's the EcoFlow Power Hat. So as you can see here, it has these flexible solar panels built in the brim all the way around. It outputs 5 volts at 2.4 amps, which is equivalent to a charger for your iPad. It has both a USB-A and a USB-C port, but batteries are not included, so you have to have a device charged plugged into it to charge. And probably what you'd want to do is fully charge your iPhone, for example, and then plug it into the hat to keep it charged as you're on that Arizona Trail hike. And it is available now for $129. Well, let's talk about robots. We have the Unitree Go 2 robot dog. Now, it was a Go 1, so they improved it and are bringing out the Go 2 this year. And let's look at that. So it's priced around $1,600. Now I found it on Alibaba for $1,900, but on their website they're saying from $1,600. So that probably depends on how you accessorize it. So let's start here at the top. You can see it's very nimble and balances very well. It has improved technology. So you can see here camera, and this is the LiDAR down here. So it has a ultra wide 4D LiDAR that helps it avoid obstacles. So you can see here it is going through a path and making all the right turns. So it has GPT built in, so it is intelligent and helps it make good decisions in the world. So it has an advanced AI mode, which makes it able to be trained to do different things like upside down walking, adaptive rollover, climbing obstacles, and it can even do flips, which we'll see here in a second. So this is a feature that makes it an ideal robo pet. They have a little module that you clip to your belt, and as you walk or you jog, then the go-to stays right with you. So you can see it's pretty quick. So here it is jumping and landing and doing a backflip. So very nimble. And when you compare this to the Boston Dynamics robot, which you've probably seen, they cost $80,000. This costs around $2,000. So here it is avoiding obstacles as it's walking beside you. So it has an app that lets you update it. And so you can see some of the specs here. The intelligent side follow system is what lets it walk alongside you. So some advantage of having a robo dog as a pet would be that even though it costs almost $2,000, when you take in the cost of maintaining a dog, like feeding it and vet bills, over the long run, maybe this is a good deal. So it has all sorts of features, even has a front headlight, so it can show you where you're going at dark. So it is quite the device for a relatively reasonable price. So these are the features we've talked about. And again, the prices probably are going to be around $2,000 after you accessorize it. Well, for something a little less expensive, we have the Tombot Jenny. So it's a companion lap dog. It doesn't move like the go-to. It has multiple sensors, so it responds to your touch and your voice. It's going to be $449 sometime later this year. And we'll see what that looks like. So it's modeled after a Labrador puppy. If you'd like to reserve yours, you can fill out the form on the website. So it has a very lifelike movements of its head and its eyes and its mouth and its tail. So the inventor of this had a mother who was struck with Alzheimer's and really couldn't take care of a human dog. So he created this robotic dog as a companion for her. So it makes real puppy sounds, and it's always going to be a puppy, so there's an advantage. And of course you can update the software in it, and it has those interactive sensors that will sense your touch and your voice. It's rechargeable, and it has an app. So here are some of the reviews, some of the press coverage. And it comes with a comb and a lint roller. But what if you are a cat person? Well, then we have the MetaCat by Elephant Robotics. So it also responds to voice commands. It has some nice interactions, and it is non-allergenic, so that's an advantage over a real cat. So here's MetaCat. Comes in 3 different colorings. It's smart, lifelike, and a companion. It looks like a cat. It sounds like a cat. It's furry like a cat. And it's rechargeable, unlike a cat. The video is a little jumpy today. So it is rechargeable. It has AI deep learning, so it has realistic movements. Has food grade silicone, and again, it's got nice high quality artificial fur that is skin friendly and non-allergenic. So it can be used as a companion for little ones or seniors, and it comes with a comb, a lint roller, as well, of course, as the cat. So they have been improving this product. It has been out since 2022, so they've added voice command, the simulated heartbeat, eye animation, and a quick reset. And they have different costumes for it, like a Christmas suit or a cowboy suit. So there you have the MetaCat. But what if you're a dog fan? Well, there's a MetaDog. There's also a MetaPanda. And this looks like a little different type of a cat that maybe does move. So let's look at the MetaDog. This is designed after a husky puppy. So you get 2 different colorings. And it has intuitive touch and voice interaction, expressive eye animations. So let's look at that video. And of course it howls like a husky puppy would. So something entirely different, the Carapod coffee brewer. Now I have a coffee machine and I have to put water in it. Not with the Carapod. It gets water from the air around it. So it can produce a gallon of water every day, so you don't have to keep refilling your coffee maker. It's going to be available in March for about $300. So let's check it out. So here you can sign up and save 30% if you pre-order it. It did get a CES Innovation Award. So it has different settings for your coffee strength. It uses compostable pods. It has actually two spouts, one just for hot water and one for coffee. The same company makes a water cooler that uses the same technology to get the water out of the air, and it can produce 10 liters of water a day. So they've been doing this for a little while. It has the best of both worlds. You get mineral-rich, clean, and fluoride-free water from the air. So you get better tasting coffee, and you get lots of variety with the pods, and it will create a equivalent of 7 bottles of water a day, and again they are compostable. So it is 15 inches deep, 9 inches wide, and 14 inches high, so it doesn't take up a whole lot of space on your countertop. So you can make water, coffee, or tea that's good for you and good for the planet. So this is also going to be good for you. It's the Body Friend 733 massaging chair. So it has a unique independent arm and leg movements, 50 customizable massage settings, and it's only $20,000, coming to you just in time for the holidays. So it does look like the Bumblebee Transformer. Now the website says it's sold out, so I'm not sure if that means they're not taking any more orders, but we'll explore it anyway. So your pre-order, if still available, would cost $100. It can do an ECG to measure your heart, does the arm exercise, the leg exercise, and it will help you stand and sit. And it also has an app as well as an onboard controller screen. It has the patented Rovo technology. It has a patented XD massage module, 3 heat levels, airbags to do your foot massage, and a patented magnetic hand acupressure. So lots of features there. So here you can see it's doing the arm and leg exercising. Looks like it's walking there. So the arm exercise, it has airbags that grip your arms and stretch your deltoid and shoulder joints, which improves your mobility. It helps you stand and sit, and you can register to get more information. So that is the Body Friend 733 massage chair. Now here is an example of a product that illustrates one of the facts of life at the Consumer Electronics Show. This next monitor is a 27-inch, available in both 2K and 4K resolution. It's styled for the Mac Mini or the Mac Studio. It has this interesting feature in if you have a MagSafe iPhone, it has a place to wirelessly charge your phone and keep your phone up at eye level. It costs $100 to pre-order. The 2K is $400. The 4K is $500. So here it is, very nice styling. You can see it kind of has this offset stand. And you can also, of course, use it with a MacBook. So here's how the MagSafe phone will attach to the stand for wireless charging and ergonomic viewing. Of course, it was designed originally for the older Mac Mini, but a new Mac Mini would fit on there just fine. Here's the Mac Studio. And it also has a feature where it can use a Android phone to make the Android phone into a desktop computer on certain Android phones. So it has multiple inputs, so it features a hub basically built in. So it has one USB-C with power output of 65 watts, so you could charge a MacBook Air with it, an HDMI port, a display port, two USB-A ports, one USB-B port, an audio jack, an Ethernet port, and an SD card reader. But when you go to buy it, when you click on the shop button here at the top right of the web page, it's not there. And then when I went back to research this, because why isn't it there? I noticed that actually the video that I got this information from was from CES 2022. And it's still not on the website. So you have their next dock, which is what is featured here, your next pad, but no next monitor. So the moral to this story is that many times products that you hear about from CES are what we call in the industry vaporware, which means they may never come to market. So always be aware of that some of these products are concepts that may never go into production. So what CES presentation would not be complete without a flying car? So the one that I liked the best and the most unique this year was the Land Aircraft Carrier. So it's a truck that carries a quadcopter. So it's a EVTOL, which is electric vertical takeoff and landing. It's only $280,000. So let's take a look at it. So there you can see it. The front of the minivan handles 4 people. You can see it's got 6 wheels to carry the weight of the aircraft. And it's from Xpeng, which is a Chinese company. So you can see here is a couple of pictures of it in very scenic locations. And down here we have a video that shows you how it works. So it is a very interesting concept because many times they have the the flying car where it looks really ugly on the road. So they've kind of taken care of that problem with a sleek minivan on the road and a quadcopter in the air. Now, the big disadvantage of this is that it only has a flight time of 15 minutes at the moment. So hopefully they're going to improve on that, but interesting concept. That brings us to questions, so go ahead and put any questions you have or comments down in the comments area there on YouTube. And Zoom Workplace has been updated to 6.3.6. And please let somebody you know that uses Apple devices find out about our newsletter, the Gopher Gazette, by forwarding it to them or sharing any of these YouTube videos. So let's see what we have here. So hi Chris, hi Stanley. And Chris says, what does the LiDAR sensor actually do for us on newer iPhones? Well, LiDAR is used to image 3D objects. So you can take multiple pictures of an object all around it, above it, maybe below it, and then you can use that for modeling in different software programs. So it's more for modeling things. And Bob is here once again. So again, I really spent a lot of time looking for Apple-related products at CES, and I didn't find that many that were that interesting, other than iPhone cases and different kinds of charging, for your phone, your AirPods, and your watch. So there was a lot of that, but I was looking for unique new technology. Thank you for the thumbs up. Anybody else want to give us a thumbs up? That would be appreciated. And if you have any questions, you can always contact me by phone or email. And that information is coming up very quickly. So thank you for joining us today. We'll see you next week at high noon on Tuesday for another GoFor Lunch. Take care.